Alright. Let's get the game running real quick. So I'm going to say, hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of Game Time, which is a new little segment I'm going to do every once in a while with some friends and whatnot. At the moment, I don't have any friends with me to play with. Mostly for one reason. I'm currently awaiting another USB controller. But yes, Game Time. It's basically a ripoff of the Happy Video Game Nerds Stop Skeletons from Fighting and the Angry Video Game Nerds James and Mike's Plays Monday. Just every once in a while, me and my friends will get together and play some games. Usually, these will usually have a theme to them, and tonight's theme is Sailor Moon games. I chose that because today I finally fucking finished the series, all 200 episodes, and my plan was to finish it in time for the new series, Sailor Moon, or Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon Crystal, or Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon Crystal, which will be airing in 5 days from now. It is the 1st July right now, and actually, just a second ago, while I had this game up, and it was showing me the intro. It tells you the birthday of each character, and Usagi's birthday, or Sailor Moon's birthday, is June 30th, which was yesterday. Or was yesterday the 31st, whatever. But it was a couple days ago. So, how fitting. So I have right now I have the very first Sailor Moon game for the Super Famicom, and it's just Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon. And obviously I can pick from the 5 here. Just to keep in theme for right now, I'm going to choose Usagi. I hope you guys got to hear that, because yeah, there's some pretty decent voice clips in this. Let me turn up the game audio real quick. Hopefully it doesn't overpower me. I doubt it will. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing. Right now at the moment I have 3 games I'm gonna be playing. I'll be playing this one, the sequel to it, and then the Sailor Moon arcade game. Alright. First level here, and actually if you look in the background of that toy store, you can see a Sailor Moon action figure and I believe a Sailor Mercury action figure. Alright. So yeah, it's a pretty standard beat 'em up, and I would have actually, since the new Sailor Moon series is about to start, I would have really liked to have done a review on one of the games, on either this one or the Sailor Moon R game for the Super Famicom. But with 5 days, that's enough time to do it if I were to pull like an all day kind of thing. But nah, I'm pretty lazy at the moment. Alright, now and it's been a long time since I've seen the since I've seen the very first season of Sailor Moon. I mean, I started watching the show around 9th or 10th grade, took a big break, and then didn't really pick it back up until last November. That being November of 2013. So yeah, I mean, I stopped watching for a while, and I watched the whole entire first season. I watched that with the English dub, and then I think I watched through halfway of Sailor Moon R before I said, oh my gosh, this is fucking awful, I gotta check out the sub. And I actually have a funny story about that I will tell as soon as I break out the Sailor Moon R game. So the music in this game so far, it's not exactly your beat 'em up style music. I don't know if you can hear it well or not. Probably not. But it's pretty, like, positive sounding. It's not very beat 'em up esque. It's more magical, which I mean, I guess kind of fits with the series. And actually, the people who do the music for most of the Sailor Moon games, or at least on the Super Nintendo, took some of the songs from the show, some of the background music from the show, and turned it into, you know, chiptunes, and I thought that was really cool. But I do really like this tune. Oh, here's one of my cats. Alright, so I guess I'm not alone. Yeah, and each of the characters in this game actually have their own different kind of stats. Like, Sailor Moon's pretty in the middle in terms of, like, stats. Like, she's, you know, medium strength. She just kind of karate chop shit. I believe all the rest of the Sailor Scouts karate chop stuff, except for Mako-chan. She is, I believe, the strongest in the game, and she can take the most damage and deal the most damage, which is, like, if you want to beat this game, the easiest, pick her. And I know in Sailor Moon R, she is definitely a must for the later levels, at least for me, because I really suck at this. At least at the sequel, I really suck when it gets to the later levels. And there's only 4 levels in this game. No, I want to say there's 5. I want to say there's 5 in this game, and there's 4 in the sequel, Sailor Moon R. This fucking lizard person, Medusa-looking motherfucker with an axe for an arm. I don't remember if any of these were actually in the show. I imagine they were. I just don't remember. Yeah, this card, you can beat the crap out of it, and not till yesterday did I know that you could actually break it. Like, you could actually, like, kind of destroy it. Ah, shoot. Yeah, you can, like, throw your enemies up against it and stuff. Sit here and wail on it for a little while, maybe it'll bust. Yeah. Don't use, like, your don't be using that attack near the car, because if you hit the car, it technically the game counts it as a sprite, and you will take damage, which I will. Oh, it's not counting now. Well, I guess it's good since, yeah, there we go. That was awesome. Broke them on the car. Because I remember I was sitting there one time and I was just mashing the fucking punch button on that car and it was not breaking. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this thing here for then? Oh, watch out for that creepy looking dude. Get myself some Coca-Cola. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Shake along with me. Some Oasis. It's Shaker Maker. Speaking of music and stuff, the background of this part of this level always reminded me of The Twilight Zone and Time by Pink Floyd. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long. Yes, there's time to kill today. And then one day you'll find 10 years has gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Great song. I love Pink Floyd. These creepy looking devil motherfuckers. They kind of look like one of the mini bosses in Sengoku for the Neo Geo. There's actually a port of Sengoku for the Super Famicom. I do have plans of reviewing it sometime in the future, and hopefully on a future game time I will have a one of my friends over here and we'll play it. Because beat 'em ups are perfect for like this kind of stuff. It's pick up and play. You don't gotta know jack shit. Punch everything. That's beat 'em ups. Like I want to do some like fighting games here in the future, but like not a lot of my friends know how to play fighting games or really play them. Actually, not a lot of my friends play games that often either. Alright, the first boss is Bakeneko, which means Demon Cat. For those of you who do not speak Japanese, I don't really speak Japanese either, but I know a little. I've picked up a little bit from anime. Alright, this boss is kind of tough. Because when he fucking pounces after you, you usually get hit all the time. Alright, my first continue. I figure I'll make it to maybe like the second boss and then I'll switch games. Because I don't want to do this for too long. It'll take up a fucking ton of space. You can actually... Oops, that didn't work out. You can charge up by holding down the punch button and do the moon tiara attack or like Jupiter Star Power or whatever else the other ones call their stuff. Whatever their other attacks are. Holy shit, this fucking bitch ass cat is whooping my ass. Shit. Look at that. Look at them epic maneuvers. Oh, come on. How'd I miss him? Come on. Get him. Man, the background for this level is just really fucking trippy. You look like you're walking on cotton candy, and in the background, I don't know. Kind of looks like Gygus from Earthbound. That's a game I really... Ooh, I got a D for D's nuts. I always thought that was a really cool feature, even though I think it's kind of just a loading screen in disguise. Now we're at, like, Disneyland, sort of, maybe. I don't know. Japanland. I'll check for this crazy girl with the scythe. Cool thing about fighting on these train tracks is that, yes, a panda riding a train will come by. Ah, Japan. You're so crazy. Speaking of crazy Japanese things, there are quite a few games. Like that's definitely got to be a game time. Crazy Japanese games, because there are quite a few on the Super Famicom that are totally worth taking a look at. And play with my friends, get their reactions. That'd be really funny. Quite a few are worth reviewing as well. I fucking told that person to get the fuck out of here. She was like about to jump and whap. Alright, get over your crazy clown woman thing. I actually think I do remember that one from the anime. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Alright, I think as soon as I lose this life, I'll call it quits. Shit, that was really close. Alright, actually, no, I'll make it to the second part of this level because it's pretty crazy looking as well. Just jump kick everything. If you've ever seen the Continue show, then you already know. To win it, beat 'em ups, jump kick everything. I'm not sure, but this game might have been made in the year of the jump kick. That's also kind of another big inspiration for this whole game time thing. Well, actually, I used to have another channel with a friend of mine named Brady, and we did Brady and Drew's Game Time, and that's kind of what we did. We kind of did what Continue Show did, but it was before I found out what the Continue Show was. But yeah, we just sit around and play a game for like 10 minutes and then be like, yeah, it was either it was fun or it wasn't. Alright. Alright, get this bitch. Got him, alright. Ugh. Darn it. Darn, I don't think any of these guys got run over by the train. Actually, yeah, if you press down while you're in air, if you press down and punch, you can actually do another attack besides just like the jump kick. I can do jump punch. Oops, that was jump kick. Whatever. And yeah, you can actually continue your combo without them falling down. I know for Sailor Jupiter, it's like she does a fucking elbow drop. She also gives like people like these massive, like hanging suplexes. Alright, well there's no making no progress doing that. Alright, come on. Ah, darn, she got me. Whatever. One more hit, one more hit. Alright, I believe there's one more enemy. Oh, no, maybe two more. Darn, I was hoping I was going to take her out. Alright, and then now I believe there's one more. It's this fat dude, yeah. This fat, creepy, alien-looking motherfucker. I wonder if I can literally just sit here and keep punching. Ah. They've adapted. Alright, got him. Holy shit. No, you did not just drop acid. This actually happens. Yeah, you gotta fight people in Sweet Cake Land or fucking whatever that board game is called. I can't fucking remember. Candyland. You gotta fight over fucking Candyland. This is like every kid's dream come true. Gigantic fucking teeth rotting food. That cherry in the background is like really vivid. It sticks out compared to all the rest. Oof, excuse me. Burping over here. I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be jelly donuts in the background, but they kind of look like cheeseburgers. That's a crazy game. Get a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Family Guy reference. Making some top quality references in here. Okay, I'm calling it quits on this game. For now. Holy mackerel. Alright, now here for the second game. Hold on. Alright, next up is the sequel. Sailor Moon. Oh, this is a lot louder. Alright, yeah, Sailor Moon R. And yeah, actually this is an English translation, or translator ROM. There's Chibiusa. Cute as shit. And more difficult stuff. The only person I remember from these four is Esmeralda. Silver Crystal. Oh, there's Tuxedo Mask. I believe there's some... Wait for it. Oh, she's supposed to be some voice acting there. Oh, look at how fucking awesome that looks. Looking really good. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah. This game actually has some really good music in it. Yeah, it actually has a really cool little battle thing where you can play, you know, play your friends in like a fighter, like a fighting game. Well, with no inputs, like no input combos or whatever kind of shit like that. But you also have Chibiusa mode. I'll get to that in a second. Alright, since I played as Usagi last time, I'm going to play as Mako-chan this time. Jupiter, stop our makeup. Actually, yeah, cool thing is that you can move this up and down with the D-pad. Sailor Moon, Aru. Alright, enough of me and my bad impersonation. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just kind of barely play through this one as well. Just kind of spare some time and some space. Damn, she fucking gave him, that monster, a major power bomb. Made the fucking world shake. Ooh, crystal. Oh yeah, I actually have some cheats on this one. because I'm a cheater. Although I have beaten this game legit, and I do actually own this one on card. Cool story about that is that I ordered it off Amazon, and it was like, I don't know, $20. It's like, wow, that's a lot of money for this game. But, and that actually, I think it was $20 plus whatever shipping and handling was. But whatever, I was like, yeah, that's a lot for this game. So, like, surprisingly enough, like a week later, I got it, and I was like, oh, this is a lot bigger of a package than I thought it was going to be. If I can open it up, and I've got I got it complete in box. I didn't know that. It was really cool. So yeah, I've got the box. I mean, it's a really old, worn box, but whatever. And even, you know, instruction manual, even the little dish tray. So yeah, that was really fucking cool. The instruction booklet's really cool. It's all in color. There's some really nice, you know, drawings in there. It if it wasn't in Japanese, maybe I'd understand it a little better. It's even got a couple of pictures of all the actual voice actors. Yeah, if I had a well, actually, I do have a regular camera, but I actually don't have any way to get the clips off that SD card into my laptop because, you know, Mac says, like, fuck you to every other, it's like everything. They're like, yeah, if you want to use this SD card, please buy this SD card adapter. Please spend all of your fucking money on our shitty, cheap-ass products. But yeah, so I'd probably have to, like, somehow record, fuck it. If I ever review this game, I will find a way to do that. Alright, I got an extra life that was super unneeded because I've got infinite lives. But yeah, I have beaten this game only with Mako-chan though, because she, again, like I mentioned earlier, she deals the most damage and takes the least amount of damage. And in this game, in the later levels, the enemies will, like, if you continue to just, like, bash the punch button like that, for Usagi, and I believe all the rest of them, every once in a while they will block you, and then they will start attacking you, so it's a lot easier to, just die in one big combo from an enemy blocking you than cornering you. But for Mako-chan, that doesn't happen since, you know, she was the big fighter in the anime. The strong girl, the tomboy, I guess. Get that lollipop. Let you lick my lollipop. Yeah, the music for this is, like, really inappropriate, I feel. It's, like, super fucking... It's way too Christmassy. I understand it's, like, a Christmas theme part of the level, but still, it's a little too Christmassy. Yeah, you saw those pro moves right there. Okay, I don't know if you can hear this well, but when I shoot this, her special attack, it sounds really funny. It sounds really sped up. Sound like they gave her, they're like, alright guys, we got 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds to record the line. Say it fast as shit. Alright, and this little box over here. Some McDonald's French fries. No, nobody on that side. Uh-oh. Alright. Whoa, I think I just saw Jupiter upskirt. I don't remember that. Yeah, later in the game, these enemies, when they're just fucking 4 enemies around you, and it's only one, and you're only playing one player, it's a real problem. Alright. I think I'll play to the end of the second level for this one. The end of the second level, the boss fight is like can be really tough, but the music for it is like really fucking good. I'll have to pull that music up before I'm done playing the game. It's funny because some of the MIDI instruments have to keep ducking out because of all the beat 'em up sound effects. So this sounds really like shuddery. All right, now an Esmeralda. And I'll find myself. The Tokyo Tower in the background. A nice detail. And actually, a big improvement of that they added to this game that wasn't in the previous games is that you have like a screen clearing move that I will use right now. Sparkling wide pressure. Yeah. Whoa! I believe you start the level with 2 of them. So I'm already at the end of the level and just beat her. But yeah, in the second level here, save all of those for the last boss because, or yeah, for the boss at the end of the second level, because you will you'll be able to take him out, no problem. You won't even have to fight him. You just gotta cast your attack 3 times and he's dead. Where's Usagi? Oh, maybe she jumped off or something. I don't know. Okay, and in this level, which actually does have some really good music, look behind some of the mushrooms and stuff, like in the grass in the foreground here. Some items will be hidden. They'll definitely help you out, like an extra life and an extra ribbon or something. Actually, I believe it's 2 extra lives. I can't remember if I already said it, but the music for this part of the level is really good as well. Alright, these fat dudes are a fucking nightmare. You just gotta jump around, or else they will fuck you up continuously. Alright, got him. Alright, yeah. Strategy. Pro strategy. Always be jump kicking when these yellow dudes are on screen. I believe I mentioned earlier that I had a funny story about Sailor Moon R. So yeah, I'll get to telling that. Alright, so yeah, when I was watching like I started out watching Sailor Moon with the English dub, which is dubbed for children, and oh my goodness, the fucking dialogue that they dubbed over it is just total shit. It really is. And I hope that any fan of Sailor Moon has seen the or watches it with the English subs, because it is so much better in Japanese. But yeah, I just got to a point where I was like, alright, fuck this. I cannot take watching this series in English anymore. The dialogue is so bad. It's so just like, ugh. I mean, it is what it is. It was more marketed towards, you know, little kids over here in America, and I feel, I mean, and that definitely lowered the standards, I would say, for the show. So the dialogue is all really crappy and very child-friendly. So yeah, I was like, alright, I can't watch this anymore. So I switched over to, oh yeah, there's Rose, extra life, or full life too. So I switched over to the, to the English sub. And I switched on the episode where Chibiusa first appears. I believe it's episode like 61 or like 68 or something like that. So I'm watching, and it starts out with Mamo-chan and Usagi on like a boat on like a date. They get off on this pier, and Chibiusa falls from the sky and pulls out a fucking pistol and points it at Usagi's head. I mean, it fucking, and then it shows like a close up of like her finger on the trigger, and she's asking, where's the silver imperial crystal? And then there's another little thing right there, and then Usagi says, I don't know, I don't have it. And then it shows Chibiusa's finger squeezing the trigger, and then this dramatic shot of Sailor Moon falling back like she's dead. And then of course it pans up to her head, and she's got a dart on her little forehead. But still, going from this kid-friendly English dub to to the sub of the show where a child falls from the sky and pulls out a fucking pistol and shoots the main character in the forehead. You're just like, holy shit. What a difference. So, of course, I'm like, well, now I gotta go watch the English sub, or the English dub, and see if this happens. And of course, it doesn't. It's just this very awkward, intense stare-off, because they cut out all of the, all frames where the gun was in there. So, it's just kind of like this intense stare-off. And then Usagi, like, falls back for no reason. It was really stupid. And then, of course, I watched a little farther to see how, like, the difference in the dialogue, and there was a huge difference. I mean, there was a lot of, in the English, there was a lot of talk about, oh, we should go shopping. And then in the fucking Japanese version, it's like, oh, yeah, this kid showed up to my house. What the hell are we gonna do? She kind of fell out of the sky. So I was like, oh, my goodness. What a drastic difference. Alright, this part of the level can be hard, but also can be easy. All you gotta do is kind of grab a hold of a lot of these people and throw them into the water. Right now I don't have the water available to me, but this raft will start moving. And this part lasts forever. So expect to die a couple of times on this part. Oh, man. Oh, man, I've been playing for 15 minutes. Alright, so here, toss them in the water. Because that will immediately kill them. Now, if you fall in there, you won't immediately die, but you will lose life. And you definitely don't want that to happen. And watch out for these the Amazonian looking girls. And I actually heard, well, yeah, because look out for them because they spin, and yeah, and that's kind of hard to dodge. These, yeah, the Amazonian girls are the ones that will reverse your attacks a lot. Especially these blue ones. But, shoot, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Fuck. Oh, man, now this is gonna bug me. I know anybody who watches this will be like, oh, I hate when I forget stuff. Because you really do. It just bugs the shit out of you. Okay, alright, now I remember what I was gonna say. I heard somebody mention that like this part with like all the Amazonian looking bad guys was kind of strange, because this is only the Sailor Moon R series, and the Amazon Quartet or whatever it was, like, that didn't show up until the Super S series, which is true. And I thought that was kind of a little strange. I believe none of the enemies from the Sailor Moon R series are actually in this game. But yeah, speaking of the Sailor Moon series, or like the seasons, I honestly think that Sailor Moon R and Sailor Moon S are the two best series. Those are the ones that, like, if you're gonna see any of Sailor Moon, watch at least until all the way through S. It's pretty good. And actually, I think the first couple episodes of Super S, because S ends with like a big battle, and then like that battle is like continued in Super S. But yeah, the first half of R is all right. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, and then the second half when Chibiusa shows up is a lot more interesting. All right, here I'm right about at the boss battle, and they pulled a real dick move with having those three enemies pop out, because they put that rose right there, which is like your full health thing. So you know you can go and try and pick that up, and you can actually miss it, and they can come out and immediately kill you. Pro tips right here. Or pro strategy. Done. Alright. So I'm actually gonna... Yeah. Belongs to you, Sailor Jupiter, whatever. Excuse me. Alright, so let's see what I got here. Let's see what my rating is. C, okay. I'm going to actually pause this game and reopen it just real quick. Show you the Chibiusa mode. Actually, I'm going to turn up the music real quick here, so you can hear that awesome boss battle theme before I switch over to the final game. That ain't it. This is it. That funky bass. Yeah, I like that. Alright, now I'll show you Chibiusa mode, which is, you know, just as simple as it sounds. You get to play as Chibiusa. And actually, there is a, I think if you hold down L, R, A, B, and X and Y or something like that, and then choose Chibiusa mode, you can play with another, you can do two-player, where you can play with another Sailor Scout. Well, let me turn on this audio again. But yeah, you just get to play as Chibiusa, which is a lot of fun, because all the enemies are way too tall, so you're just kind of like kicking them in the shin cap, or kicking them in the knees and busting their shins, and they're all trying to punch you, and they keep missing. So this is like a guaranteed victory if you play this mode. But I was talking a little bit about, the last half of Sailor Moon R being really good because Chibiusa shows up. And yeah, and Sailor Moon S is really good because you get Haruka Michiru, which are Sailor Uranus and and Neptune. And then you also get like Chibiusa turns into Chibi Moon, and she comes in halfway through the series. But after Sailor Moon S, it kind of goes downhill because Sailor Moon Super S is alright, but most of that series consists of just Usagi and Chibi Moon fighting, just them fighting. Like, they almost completely ignore the fact that there are 4 other Sailor Scouts that they could have in the fight scenes, and they barely show up in any of the fighting for like most of that series, which was really disappointing. And then Sailor Moon Sailor Stars or whatever is the very last series, and that one's all right. Like three more 3 Sailor Comets or something like that, or well, no, Sailor Stars show up, and they pose as like a fucking boy band, and it's really stupid, and it's really confusing because they're a boy band, but when they transform, they're women, and it's really like transvestite, and I'm just like, this is strange, because one of them's kind of like hitting on Usagi, while Mamo-chan is like in America. I'm probably fucking spoiling that whole entire season for you. Well, not really. It's not like I told you the fucking ending. But yeah, Sailor Moon R and Sailor Moon S are must-sees. They're the best. Good fucking lord. They're the best of the series. She just ducks and covers. Alright, so that's enough of this game. A great little game. I definitely recommend this one over the very first Sailor Moon R game, or Sailor Moon game for the Super Famicom. Alright, next up is the Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon arcade game. Alright, I'm back. Alright, this one might run a little slow. I'm not sure. Looks like it's kind of running a little slow. But yes, this is Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon, the arcade game. Oh, sound is loud. Alright. Oh, alright. Sorry about that. That's like seizure inducing. Yeah, look at how good this looks. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to be Sailor Moon because when you die in this game, you can choose between all of them again. Alright, yeah, it looks to be running okay. Oh, alright, yeah, it's a little jittery. I apologize for that. Yeah, I won't play this one for too long, although I really should have played this one for the longest because the third level boss fight is so fucking cool. Now, I've done a review of this game. Yeah, I feel like this one's a little jittery. But yeah, I've done a review of this one. Yeah, and if you see my review, then you know what happens in the third boss fight. It's really fucking awesome. Oh. Yeah, the actual voice acting does get a little bit annoying. You move a hell of a lot faster in this game than you do in those other Sailor Moon beat 'em ups. And you actually have like a charge button. Or like you can double tap and do like a running jump. That dick bag fucking uses tennis racket to throw bombs at me. I'm gonna pick up his bomb and throw it at this bitch. Ah, get off me. Alright, first boss. Show you a really cool feature about this game. How awesome is that? That's so fucking rad. Alright, this first boss is kind of tough. Yeah, there are actual like little animated sequences in here. Alright, now I'm gonna be Amy-chan. I wish I knew what she said. You, get over here. I'm gonna throw you at the bosses. Oh, that didn't work too well. Ah. Oh yeah, this is really fucking tough. Yeah, one problem with this game is that a lot of enemies can be on screen at one time. Alright, now it's Rei-chan. And I'm gonna have her use her little animated sequence. She got 2 crystals. Yeah, little birds. I believe they're Deimos and Phobos, because I think those are the moons of Jupiter. I don't know. I don't think they ever showed up in the series besides once or twice. But I always thought that that was a really cool thing right there. Alright, shit, I'm having my ass beat. Unfortunately, I could not get this game to be full screen on my TV. And the Sailor Moon R and just Sailor Moon for the Super Famicom. Yeah, I was able to make those full screen. Alright. But yeah, I don't believe I mentioned this, but like my setup for this is like really crazy. I mean, I've got an HDMI cable or an HDMI adapter with a hooked up to my Mac with an HDMI cable obviously hooked into the TV. I've got a real nice USB microphone that I used to use for recording vocals for my songs before I got my my audio interface. And then I've got this USB Super Famicom controller hooked up. Holy mackerel, it's getting dark in my room. Yeah, it was, I don't know, I think I've been playing for pretty close to about an hour now. Gonna turn on the light real quick. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I've got my mic and it's like it's on this little, it's on this trunk next to my bed. Yeah, and all the audio is coming out of the computer, not the TV. I really need like an audio strip or something, or just like a singular speaker. Actually, I could do that because I actually have an amp downstairs that I'm not currently using. Old vocal amp that I have a little input jacks for. So yeah, I could be using that, but you know, hell, who cares? I really don't need it much louder than this because I don't want it to overpower my voice, my lovely voice. I'm really just fucking. I'm not paying attention while I'm playing this game. I'm actually kind of getting lost in the crowd of enemies. So if I can make it through this level fast enough, I will try and make it to the 3rd level and play all the way through that, because that'd be really cool. Or at least play through part way through the through that boss battle. Okay, good. We're getting close because here's the crown. Oh, that's the restaurant. I thought that was the Crown Arcade in the show. I don't know. Oh. Alright, now it's Minako's turn. Oh, what the fuck? Oh god, yeah, I feel like this is really shuttery. Or really lagging. Ooh, grab that crystal, grab that crystal. Oh, I didn't ever give Jupiter a chance to do her thing. Venus kick. Better that than a penis kick. It just beats that dude who looks like Iggy Stardust. Just fucking, or Ziggy Stardust, whatever fucking David Bowie's alter ego was. Just beats the shit out of you with that fucking racket. This game would have been so awesome if I could drive that shit around. Alright, now I believe I'm at the end of the level. Because I get to go into the jewelry shop. And I do remember this actually happening in the show. There's, I know her name is Molly in the US version. I can't remember what it is in the Japanese. Because like I mentioned earlier, I watched the first season in English, and then she doesn't really show up outside the first season. She showed up maybe like once or twice in Sailor Moon R, and then I think after that you never see her again. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Mako-chan so she has a chance to do her crystal thing. Cool. God, this fucking game is awesome. The only problem with this this arcade game is how fucking long it is. Really cool cutscene. Kinda wish I was Sailor Moon for that part. But of course, somebody's gotta come and save you. I believe that was an extra life, or maybe just some points if you pick up the rose. Where am I? Oh shit. We know who it is, so we're gonna get his ass. Alright. Back to Sailor Moon. Holy shit, it just kind of looks like a mosh pit of demons. Waste this bitch. Ah. Alright, come on, Sailor Moon. One last hit. Alright. Alright. Alright, yeah. After this, look at how well that is. Look at how well animated that is. Like, it just looks really good. It's not exactly all that well animated. It's just kind of repeated frames. But either way, it's really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna make it through the end of this third level, and then I'm going to call it. The official first episode of Game Time. These slime-looking monsters. Ah, you beat me up, you bastards. Alright, come on. Dude, Usagi. Ooh, saw an upskirt there. I wish you could take that guy's tennis racket and just start beating the crap out of enemies with it yourself. That would be tons of fun. Make this game even better. Because that would really help with crowd control. Well, another person would really help with crowd control. I definitely need to up my credits. Alright, Mercury again. Let's go through the cycle again. Oh, I just saw an upskirt of her too. Good lord. I mean, that happened in the show every once in a while, but they really... They're like, guys, we gotta make sure that's in the game. If anybody actually watches this in the comments, you should definitely tell me who's your favorite Sailor Scout. Or Sailor Senshi. Whether it be the inner or the outer. Holy shit. I mean, just look at how many fucking people there are right now. Bomb them. That was awesome. But yeah, this game is very difficult because of all the enemies. At least in one player, it's very difficult. I imagine with two players, it definitely help. But also, and this game is really long. It's like 8 levels. I don't know if you've ever tried to play a beat 'em up that is like 8 levels, but that's a lot. That's a lot of time. And these beat 'em ups are fun, but that fun only lasts for so long. I'm at least pretty entertained because I'm just kind of rambling on. Alright, now we're getting to the real cool part of the level once we get into the junkyard. Once we make it to the boss battle, it's fucking awesome. Wipe out all these characters. Holy crap, my thumb is like sore from playing these games right now. From jamming on these D-pad. Ouch. Alright. I know I saw somebody drop something. Great more these electric bastards. Ugh. These things are such a pain. Alright. Alright, good. As soon as that... Yeah. Halfway through this next boss battle is really fucking awesome. I love how that mannequin monster over here, like, takes its head off, then goes over there, picks it back up, screws it back on, then only to throw it off again. Alright, Mako-chan. She, like, break dances to, like, kick all those things. Alright. Kylene. Kyulene. Yeah, she's whooping me. Jesus. Gives that wink. Alright, I believe we're almost at the very cool part. Come on. Yeah, this is so awesome. Oh, you think you're gonna get away? Flying off to the Tokyo Tower? Hell no. Now it's time to finish things off. So rad. Alright. I'm gonna call it quits here. Ugh. So, thanks for watching. I hope to have friends with me on the next game time. See you guys then. Please subscribe, check out my band, check out my reviews, and I'll see you guys.